Assalamualaikum to my beloved lecturer, Dr. Muhammad Majid, and all my fellow classmates. So today our group will be presenting on the case study that have been given about Datuk Fazura Ismail. Before that, let me introduce our group mates. Starting with AIDA RAIHANAH binti AMRAN, followed by myself, Aina NABILAH binti BADRISYIA. Next, ALYA BATRISYIA binti YAHYA, and not to forget NURUL NAJIHAH binti ISMAIL. We are from JBA 2523A. Hi, Assalamualaikum. In this presentation, myself, Aina NABILAH binti BADRISYIA, I will present it on question 1 and question 2. For the question 1, it stated that you need to count the number of failures in the mock test data. And the answer is 54 failures. Let's see the steps on how I managed to get the answer. So, to know how many failures, we need to use the formula of COUNTIF. COUNTIF is to count a number for a specific criteria. We just need to highlight from the top of the data and to the bottom of the data. Then we just put comma, then type field to count the field of the data. And then do not forget to put the close bracket and just push the enter button. And the answer is 54. Now, let's move on to the question 2. The question stated that we need to compute gross revenues by month and region, as well as worldwide totals for each product using the data in mower unit sales and tractor unit sales. Now, I will show to you the steps on how to calculate the number of North America in 2015. So, in order to get the revenue, you need to click at the NA data and then select the price in 2015, which is 150 ringgit. Then we just need to put the dollar symbol to fix the formula, and then just click the enter button to get the answer. Next, you just drag to the right and drag to the bottom to get the answer for the whole month in 2015. Next, we just follow the same step to get the total revenue for every year. The next step, we just need to find the total sum of mower unit sales in every region. So, we just type equal and then type sum and put the bracket, and we scroll back to the up and highlight from the top to the bottom of the column, and then continue with the close bracket and enter button to get the sum. For the last part, we just need to drag to the right of the data to get the total sum of every region. So, this is the final answer. Let's move on to the next step. Now, you want to find the total sum for every month. Firstly, we just type equal and type sum. Then we just need to highlight from the left to the right of the row to get the sum for every month in 2015. After we click enter, you will get the answer. And we just need to drag the column to get the total by month. Now, I already showed the steps on how to compute gross revenues by month and region. So, how to get the answer for tractor unit sales? You just need to use the same formula as I showed before to get all the answers. I guess that's all from my part, and alright, I'll pass this presentation to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is AIDA RAIHANAH binti AMRAN. I will explain the answer to question 3. Question 3 asks us to construct appropriate charts for the data in the following worksheet and summarize our our conclusion from the analysis of the charts, which are dealer satisfaction, end user satisfaction, complaints, mobile unit sales, and one-time delivery. First, let's take a look at the data on dealer satisfaction. It has a survey scale starting from 0 to 5 scale of dealer satisfaction in North America, South America, Pacific Rim, Europe, and China. We also can see the differences in sample size for each country from 2015 to 2019. Next, to transfer the database to a chart, we use recommended chart and choose a bar chart in Microsoft Excel to see the differences for each country. Based on the chart, shows that each country increased dealer satisfaction from 2015 until 2019. Besides, the high sample size in North America in 2019, which is 125 sample size, and the lower sample size of dealer satisfaction is from China in 2015, which is 1. Now, let's move to the end-user satisfaction database of each country. Analysis of end-user data show that satisfaction with the products depends on high quality, easy attachment or discount of implements, low maintenance, price value, and service. Then, based on the chart, I would like to make a comparison on a scale of 5 for the year 2019 for North America, South America, Pacific Rim, Europe, and China. We can see that on a scale of 5 in the year 2019, North America's country is the highest and is almost half of the sample size, which is 100 users. We can conclude that the end users in North America were satisfied with the performance loan equipment. Next, let's move to the data of complaints of performance loan equipment recorded for each year from 2015 to 2019 in North America, South America, the Pacific Rim, Europe, and China. For the database, we transform it into the sum of complaints for each year and country. Based on the line chart, we can see that North America had the highest of complaints in the year 2019, which are 1,743 complaints, because North America has higher end users of loan equipment. Moreover, the complaint recorded in South America and Europe was increasing from the year 2015 until 2019. Complaints at the Pacific Rim started to decrease from the year 2018 to the year 2019, which are from 151 to 130 complaints. After that, for mobile unit sales for each country, North America has the highest total, which is 452,540 units, and the second highest in Europe, which is 68,940 units. Based on the bar chart, it shows that North American mobile unit sales increase every year, and Europe mobile unit sales drop from the year 2015 to 2019. Then, for China, it started having more unit sales on the year 2019, which are 113 units. Next, for the sum of the number of deliveries and the sum of the number on time, we can see a slight difference in the number between them because they cannot deliver their loan equipment on time to the consumer each year. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ALYA BATRISYIA binti YAHYA and I will be presenting the question 4. The question asks to provide statistical information by representing a descriptive statistical summary for the 2014 customer survey data. But before we move to the next, we need to know what is a descriptive statistical data. Descriptive statistical data is a data analysis tool that provides a summary of numerical statistical measure of central tendency, dispersion, and shape for a sample data, but not a population. First of all, if you want to make a descriptive statistical data or descriptive statistic, you need to know how to use an Excel to make it easier. Okay, the first tab is on the Excel ribbon, Data tab here. In the Analysis group, here, click Data Analysis. Then all you need to do is to select Descriptive Statistic here and click OK. Select the respective data range. If in my case, I want to make a descriptive statistic for quality, then I need to select the label of quality until the end of the quality data here. Then I tick on column, tick on label in the first row, and new worksheet with the confidence level of 95%, and tick the summary statistic. And then all you just need to do is click OK. Then here we go. The descriptive statistic for quality will appear, and this step will be the same for the other, which is as of use, price, and service. Yeah, that's all. From the table, we can see that there are 4 types of descriptive statistical summary for 2014 customer survey data. The mean, or usually known as arithmetic mean, is the average of the data set. The mean can derive by dividing the sum of all the observation by the number of data values. If the data set does not have an outlier values, that means it will be the most common measure for the central tendency. From the data, we can see that the means for quality, ease of use, price, and service, which are 4.395, 4.165, 3.67, and 4.14 respectively. From there, we can conclude that quality has the highest mean among the others. Next, the data also shows that the median for each ease of use, price, and service had the same values, which are 4, and was different from the quality, which is 5. The median is the middle value in a data set when the observations are arranged in an ascending order. Moreover, the mode is the data value that occur most often in the data. It could be none, 1, or more than 1 value in a data set. The mode is not affected by outliers and is difficult to interpret and compare if there is more than one mode. For this data, the mode for all of the data have the same values as the median itself. The value of coefficient of skewness for quality, ease of use, price, and service are negative 1.493, negative 1.319, negative 0.741, and negative 1.140 respectively. Next, the coefficient of skewness is to measure the degree of asymmetry of observation around the mean. By that, we can observe that the values of each data is smaller than 1 and implies that the data is left skewed distribution, which means that the value is smaller than 0.5, indicate that it is comparatively symmetry. After that, the coefficient of kurtosis of quality is 3.195 and ease of use is 3.240 are greater than 3, which implies that the data distribution is more peak with less dispersion, whereas the coefficient of kurtosis of price is 0.018 and 1.422 are less than 3, which implies that the data distribution is flatter with wide degree of dispersion. Last but not least, there are same value for the minimum of each data, which is 1, and maximum value is 5. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul binti ISMAIL. Today I will share about question number 6. First of all, before we start analyzing the regression analysis, we have to come up with two hypotheses, which is null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. And above is hypothesis for question 6. First of all, we are going to get standard error. And since the standard error of this value is 4.504, so it is a clustered data because it is smaller than 10. Next, we're going to look at confidence interval. For 3 of the variable, the value includes 0, so there are no statistical difference from 0, and opposite for each because their value did not include 0. For the t-test, by following the rule of thumb, we choose if p-value is more than significant value, which is 0.5. We fail to reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative. In this case, it is 4 years education, college GPA, and intercept. We reject the null hypothesis for each and accept the alternative. For f-test, the values show that there is no statistical effect on the year's PLE from the variable since the value is 0.115. Last but not least, which is R-square that show only 15% of variation in year's PLE is explained by the variable mentioned in this question. In conclusion, we are hoping that all of the analysis that we have done will help Datin Fazura Ismi to improve her business to be a better organization in the future. That's all from our team. Thank you.